Hello everyone, Solidus Links back once again for what is likely going to be the final part of my Dead Rising Infinity Mode playthrough on PlayStation 4. Woo! We're near the end, Brett. Are you ready?
What number does that have us at?
I believe that is 15.
That actually works out kind of nice.
Yeah, because last time I believe I ended at number 18, and I always thought that was kind of a weird number to cap it off on. But 15, it's just like, prime. Beautiful. Beautiful, as John Tron would say. So, to celebrate what is likely going to be the last part in this epic video series, we got a whole bunch of stuff planned for you guys to celebrate. Starting with all these zombies.
Elon Musk meme review. No,
yeah, but
we're not PewDiePie.
That's exactly what we're going to do.
Did you see that?
What?
Elon Musk and Justin Roiland did the meme review on PewDiePie's channel.
I saw something about that, but I didn't know what the context was behind it.
It's literally that.
So, first thing we're going to do is we're going to slay Kelly. Oh, I thought a zombie was attacking her, but no, she's just being cautious. Boom. She had a bass guitar.
A bass guitar.
Did I ever show you how a guitar operates in this game? There you go. Makes little nice rocker noises to go along with your death metal. Because that's totally the sound a bass guitar makes, right? Brrr.
100%.
So anyways, we got quite a few things that we got planned for you. We got a bunch of things to talk about. We got a few survivors that we want to kill. And... oh, actually, I just remembered. One of those survivors is a zombie, Brett. One of them is the zombie version of Jessie, who is an integral character of the story mode in 72-hour mode. That's what I meant to say. She's an important part of 72-hour mode. But because she's a zombie like Barnaby was, or is, depending on how you look at it, she's not going to have many valuable things on her. She's just going to have the apple and a few rotten pieces of food. So we're pretty much just going to ignore most of that food, and we're going up there just for the novelty of it. But anyways, no, I do not know the context behind that PewDiePie thing. Do you care to elaborate on that?
I don't think there was much more to elaborate. I think he kind of like invited them on, assuming it would be a joke, and they're like, "Heck yeah!" And they're like, "Okay then, we'll get it together." I'm pretty sure it was. So Justin Roiland, I don't know if you know, he's one of the creators of Rick and Morty.
Oh, okay,
and
that's how it is.
I think maybe Adventure Time as well. He might have been a part of that.
Here's Zombie Jessie right here. We're gonna.
Give it to
Yep, just give it to her.
Just right in the rear.
Oh, no way. Are you kidding me? That's the second time that apple has gotten away from me. Seriously. You want to know what happened last time I killed Jessie? On my previous playthrough, this apple... oh, I'm going to kill these guys first because they're being really obnoxious and annoying. I just realized there's a queen zombie who will make things much easier for us. Boom. There we go. So, what happened last time I played Infinity Mode was when I killed Zombie Jessie, the apple rolled under this fence right here. So, I spent forever trying to grab the apple under this fence. I was like, come on! But I couldn't get it. So, and now the apple's on the high ground. It's over, Frank! I have the high ground! So, I cannot get the apple again. It has eluded me yet again. I cannot believe that. And... actually, I think the rotten meat here has kind of gotten away from me as well. No, I'm left with the spoiled food while Eden's apple continues to elude me. Shame. Shame, shame, shame. But anyways, that doesn't matter because we have a whole bunch of other food items with us, so we don't literally have nothing else to worry about. So we're going to go off to the next survivor, who actually happens to be yet another important character from the story mode, Isabella, who is Carlito's sister. And she is the motorcycle version. Actually, I think she's the motorcycle version is the only one that you can fight. She'll be waiting for us at North Plaza. So we're going to go cut straight through the leisure park where those retarded convicts are driving into trees all the time. So we're going to continue ignoring those guys as we make our way over there. Have you made any progress on your sock shopping spree, Brett?
Well, I've figured out some socks for work and some socks for play. Just gotta place the order.
If we didn't mention it before, Brett has been doing some more internet shopping, but this time it's not for motorcycles because, as we talked about before, Brett has a bit of a problem when it comes to shopping for motorcycles that he can't afford. So this time he took it upon himself to shop for something a bit more
in my budget,
a bit more in the affordable range of things to buy. So one of those things happened to be socks, and you mentioned they were for work.
Yeah, some black ones for work so they don't stand out.
See, I recently bought a microphone stand on Amazon, and I was kind of on the fence about buying it because a lot of reviews mentioned that it was like kind of defective. Like there were some of the welding points, for example, may have been thinner than they were supposed to. Some screws may have come loose or broken after repeated use for a couple months. But when I started thinking about it, I was like, it's $20. Like, you kind of get what you pay for. And there's that design is being used by so many other companies. Like, that microphone stand looked pretty much the same as what a lot of others were selling it. So, oh, there's Isabella. Jesus. This character is a big pain in any other mode, apparently, other than Infinity mode.
Can you
because
drive the bike?
You can, actually.
I was hoping you would say that.
Oh. Well, you could if I didn't slay it with my friggin' my Jedi Knight powers.
It reminded me of Wario's bike on Super Smash Bros.
Yeah, that I was just gonna say that like just literally smashed to pieces. It poof, exactly. It's a perfect way to describe it. There's one more person that we can go to kind of make up for that. Like, that was really disappointing. Like, I remember actually putting up a bit of a fight with her last time that I played Infinity mode, but I didn't have the laser sword. Well, I did. I just wasn't using it back then. Now that I realize how OP it is, I should probably not use it as much because it doesn't make things as interesting. But then again, when you're trying to survive in Infinity mode, you don't really want things to be interesting. You want things to be routine and safe-ish.
Yeah.
But yeah, that new microphone stand that I bought, I kind of took a risk with buying it, and what kind of sold me on buying it was this guy who reviewed it specifically for the Blue Yeti microphone, which I am using currently as my main microphone. The main problem with it is that it's quite top-heavy, and a lot of microphone stands are thin, so what I'm worried about is whether or not it will lean at an improper angle, then I would set it, which would probably affect the durability of the stand itself. But I don't know. Well, I took a risk buying it, so we'll see how it turns out whenever it arrives in the mail.
I think it'll be alright.
You think so? Do you have many stories of Amazon not working out for you?
Honestly, I have stories of them resolving problems.
Whoa! Such as?
Well, like, if you say they didn't send you something, there's a good chance they won't even care if you send it there. Like, if you think something's late, and you tell them, and if it's not too much money or anything, they'll likely just, like, ship you another one, and not care if they get the first one back or anything.
Oh, Jesus.
Good idea.
I remember, actually, a story that I have from eBay. The one time that I bought like cheap copies of a movie. I'm just gonna straight up drink this orange juice, right? Meow. Oh, I could have had that squash. You know what? I'll celebrate with the squash right now too. It's not squash pie, but you know, whatever. What was I just talking about just now? I have short-term memory. Oh, my eBay story. So I bought 2 copies of Mortal Kombat, the Xbox 360/PS3 version. What some people consider to be Mortal Kombat 9, but it's essentially a soft reboot of the series. And when I got what I thought was Mortal Kombat, it instead turned out to be fake copies of Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. And by fake, I mean they were literally just like plastic replicas of CDs, and it had a fake label of Assassin's Creed Brotherhood printed on it. And I was like, They couldn't even send me fake copies of Mortal Kombat. They had to send me fake copies of a completely different game unrelated to Mortal Kombat. I was just like, come on, dude.
Yeah.
So I returned it to them, and you know what they did? They returned it back to me. They returned the fake copies back to me. Like, you mother friggers. Like, you have the balls to do that? So I just straight up threw them in the trash. I was so upset because I specifically bought one of those copies for you. Because I remember you were asking me to get one. I was like, Brett, there's a cheap copy of Mortal Kombat available for $30. Do you want one? And you're like, yeah, totally, man. So it didn't end up panning out for us, though. I just remember, I want to go this way because I remembered Wait, I want to see how many hours that we have left. I want to pay real close attention to it. Because I want to save what I have for you for last. Because it's going to be a very important celebration. 6 days and 21 hours.
2 hours and 17 minutes.
Yep. In-game time, specifically.
Yeah.
So, another thing that we can talk about while we're waiting for some time to pass is the next project that I have for you guys. Well, I actually got 2 projects planned. As I mentioned before, I do plan on playing a game called Left Alive. Cue the Bee Gees music. But, oh, come on, Brett. But anyways, Left Alive. Whoa, that was an interesting death. Left Alive is the next project that I'm going to be doing. It'll be a solo playthrough of me playing through it. And I'm hoping Brett will become involved with another Let's Play that I plan to do. This time with Sonic Adventure 2. Battle. The battle version.
Battle.
It's very important that you have battle.
It's quite important.
So, me and Brett have decided we're going to play through that. Oh, it's dark now.
Oh, yeah.
So we're going to get the fireworks going soon. You better be ready. Oh, Jesus! Not you. You don't count. You're not part of the crowd. So, Left Alive, I'm planning on playing through that. There's a gameplay video that came out of it recently. And it doesn't look too bad. It doesn't really look all that spectacular, but it's not bad looking either. I guess we kind of just gotta wait to see until it comes out. So, it's a third-person narrative-driven shooter, and I'm always about narratives. I've always been a fan of those types of things. But we'll have to wait and see what the quality of the actual game is when it comes out. And as far as Sonic Adventure 2 goes, that is something that's... Jesus, get out of here. That is something that really strikes a chord with me and Brett, because that game literally defined our teenage years when we were growing up.
We played the heck out of that.
I think you said...
On GameCube, we played it. Pretty much all of us. All our friend group.
Yeah, I remember you saying something that it was never... You never owned it,
No,
I think.
I didn't own it.
And you always went over to people's places who... What the hell happened to that camera there? Did you see that?
Yeah.
That was wild. I've never seen that happen before. But I remember you saying that you never had a copy, and you always would, like, find reasons to go to other people's places who did have the game, so you could end up playing it.
I pretty much had the mechanical skill, at least for Sonic levels, to, like, play Sonic levels, and people would think I owned the game. But no, I've just been playing it out of your house.
Yeah, I always thought you did have the game.
No, I don't think I ever owned it. I think I might have got it, like, in the arcade on the 360.
Yeah, that was when...
But, like, when it was re-released.
That was when the floodgates to the nostalgia waves opened up. That was...
Exactly.
I remember we were, like, in a parking lot somewhere. We were talking to somebody that we knew, and I was looking at my phone while in the back seat or something, and I saw news that Sonic Adventure 2 was coming to Xbox 360 as a re-release, and I was like, like hyperventilating. Like all that nostalgia just came back in waves. And oh man, let me tell you, that game is the bomb. It is still the bomb to play. It is one of my absolute favorites of all time. Just love the multiple styles of gameplay. I love the music. The soundtrack is absolutely fantastic. Still holds up to the test of time.
Yeah, everything.
It's awesome. I love it. I can't get enough of Sonic, and I'm really looking forward to play it again, specifically for the Chow.
Well, yeah.
We have a Chow that we kind of started raising like many years ago.
I don't remember his name. Are you happy?
His name is Buddy.
Buddy?
Yeah.
Buddy.
Yeah.
Of course it's Buddy.
It's gotta be Buddy. So yeah, we still have Buddy. He's been kind of neglected for a little bit because we've been away for a while. But rest assured, we will go back and look after Buddy. And the playthrough is going to be start over from beginning, from hero mode and dark, because we kind of left it off in the middle of nowhere last time we played it. So it's only appropriate that we.
I thought we finished it.
We did. You know what? We did finish hero mode. We didn't end up finishing dark mode. That's what it was. Yeah. And I didn't end up uploading all those videos. They're lost somewhere in my old computer, so I'm gonna have to go looking for them again. Now, here's my surprise for you, Brett. Do you remember Truck Carlito?
Yeah.
Now, do you remember the fact that this is a completely different playthrough?
Yeah.
I specifically tailored this playthrough so that Truck Carlito would be alive for the finale. I can think of no better time or scenario to celebrate the end of Infinity Mode than trying to deal with Carlito. But I'm not going to do it with the laser sword. Jesus, I really hope he didn't destroy that. Okay, no, he didn't. Good. I am going to put this in a safe place, but I'm not going to use it against Carlito. I'm going to use my own wits to try and beat him. And the power of my juices. Boom! Boom! There, I kicked him, you see? I did
it right through the cab.
Phased right through it. Boom! Ah, goddamn. Alright, so here's what's gonna happen. Notice I have. Jesus, Carlito, stop. I'm trying to explain stuff. God damn it! Okay, so here is what I meant to say before I was very rudely interrupted. You as well. Come on, I'm trying to explain stuff, guys. I can't have you here when I'm trying to explain my scenarios. Stop! Double lariat, get out of here.
Get out of here.
There we go. God.
Crazy how that thing one hit kills too.
Now, here's what I meant to say before I was rudely interrupted many times. We're gonna take the randomizer first, actually. So the randomizer is exactly what it sounds like. You mix two random ingredients together in story mode anyway, and if they have no relation to each other in any way, like if you put cooking oil together with like lettuce or something, then it would make a randomizer. And in most cases, the randomizer will give you, well, I'm assuming it'll give you this as soon as you drink it. Yep, it'll make you very sick to your stomach, and you'll be constantly stopping to clutch your stomach. We're going to combine this with Quick Step, and we're going to see... Ah! No! Come on, Frank, drink it. Come on, Carlito's right there. We're going to drink it with Quick Step and see what happens. Here we go. Boom! Ah, no! Bad time, bad time, bad time. Oh, no! Come on, Frank! Oh, man. Okay, so I think Carlito's going to have to chase us a bit more. Come on. Come on, Carlito. I'm waiting for you. I'm waiting for you.
Come on, Carlito.
Oh, this doesn't turn out to be the celebration I want it to be. Come on, there's supposed to be something epic going on. There's supposed to be a fight. There's supposed to be something dramatic. You gotta have something that means something, man. Am I not right?
No, you're right.
But for some reason, Carlito's... Ah, Frank!
Just hanging.
Come on, Frank! This is the wrong kind of drama.
Frank.
Jesus, no! Carlito seems to be having a moment right now. I'm not quite sure what his problem is.
Oh, he sees you.
No, Frank! Bad time! Bad time! Thanks, zombie. You kind of absorbed that for me. Whoa, that kind of whacked him, actually. That double lariat did a little bit.
That should hurt Carlito.
That kick. I can't believe that. Like, the fact that that hurts him. Grab this milk here for the boys. So, do you want to tell me a little bit of League of Legends? Because I remember actually, speaking of Sonic, I remember one time we were playing Sonic Adventure 2, you were talking a little bit of League of Legends. And I don't know much about League of Legends, primarily because I'm not a PC gamer. So, I remember you saying something about an update that happened. Come on, Frank, seriously, you should be over this by now.
Yeah, there's not really anything that you can kind of compare it to on console, unless you've tried Smite, which is similar. But so basically, they have a mode right now where everything is.
No. Okay, good. I thought it was trapped.
everything happens kind of twice as fast, if not faster. Like a long game is 18 to 20 minutes as opposed to a long game being an hour.
I remember seeing Smite come up on PS4 actually, but I never played it myself.
Yeah, I think they made it free to play on all platforms. And I've played it on PC, probably have 30 hours, and it's pretty fun too. It's more like a first-person multiplayer online battle arena, which is MOBA. Just what they are.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Alright, this celebration is not turning out the way that I want it to. So I'm just gonna put this out of its misery right now.
Put the old Carlito to bed.
Yep. Sorry guys, I thought that would have been a bit more grand of a celebration, but
I appreciate the effort.
well, I guess the steak was excited. Did you see it dancing there a second ago? It was like wobbling and hobbling up top there. It was like, it's okay, yeah. I'm still a fan.
It looks like a steak to me.
It is, and it's trapped up there along with the submachine gun.
Well, if you move it, it might fall off. Or can you only drive the other van?
Not this truck. You can't drive this truck. And do you think I feel like going through that mob of zombies to get the drivable truck in order to get that one steak?
Yeah.
You're
no.
damn right I do. Let's do it. Because we haven't gotten 7 days yet, baby. Here's our epic moment. We are going to try to get through the mob without being bitten once. This is our heroic moment, Brett. This is our time for... I can't even speak right when I'm trying to get something dramatic down. Here we go. This is our moment. Here's the moment. This is where everything matters. It is life or death. Oh. Okay, we already unlocked 7-Day Survivor. The game realized that we've been through enough pain already. Oh dear. It's like, nah, I got you, fam. You don't need to put any more work. That episode you had with Carlito was just terrible. It's okay. You don't need to redeem yourself.
Just stop,
I'll
please.
throw you a bone. But no, we'll get that steak just for posterity's sake. We're gonna continue the moment as if that never happened. Everything hinges on that one steak. It must not go
honestly,
rotten.
Look, what's the best way to finish off a week other than a nice, well-done steak?
Exactly.
I personally prefer a rare steak.
That is exact. Well, actually, yeah, I do too. Actually, now that I think about it, I always never understood like steaks in general. I never understood what the differences were between like rare and medium rare and well done and all that. So I always just assumed that, well, medium rare is middle of the road, and I don't want anything special with my steak, so I'm gonna go with middle of the road.
Yeah.
And then when I actually had medium rare steak, it was like, this is how steak should be.
Wait, steak can be this good?
Yeah. Like, I remember having that at a breakfast joint in Toronto one time when I was over there. I don't remember when it was. It must have been a few years ago. But I was over there visiting a cousin of mine, and I ate at a breakfast joint called Sunset Grill, which is ironic considering that if it has breakfast all day, you'd think it'd be called Sunrise Grill. but anyways, I specifically... Oh, this is going to be battle to get that steak.
Yeah, not looking like it's going to go well.
Oh, I'm not giving up yet, Brett. I've invested too much in this moment. See, I made the submachine gun move.
Yeah.
So I gotta find a way to finagle. God damn it, Carlito, why do you have to be such a retard? But yeah, I've had medium rare steak served with like, not sauce, but it had like some sort of seasoning to go along with salt and pepper, and it was pretty darn delicious. You ever had fancy steak like that before?
Well, we put Montreal steak spice on pretty much everything.
Yeah, the Quebecers do different things with their meat over there, don't they?
Honestly, the French just know how to season meat real well. Because, yeah, they're just good at it. They're good at a lot of things.
You might say they're prime at it. That is a type of meat, right? Yeah. There we go! We saved the steak!
Big time.
Yes, we saved the steak! Here we go. No! I am not steak!
Promptly bitten to death.
Alright, we got the steak. We got the steak. We're all set.
Steak.
Steak confirmed, guys. We got it. Alright, so...
I look like a dodo.
No! Off me! You cannot have steak. It is mine.
No means no.
So what else can we talk about really quick as we're drawing this playthrough to a close? I don't know. Did I just lose my laser sword? Again? Oh, here it is. Now, I guess what I can ask you, Brett, since you've observed 7 days, 7-day survivors confirmed, you can validate it, it's official, it's real, and all that.
Mm-hmm.
After having witnessed 7 days of Infinity Mode, what are your impressions of this game?
I think it's a really fun arcadey kind of game. I think if that's what you're into, it's a great choice.
Yeah.
I think almost anyone could pick up this game and have a blast at it for at least a dozen hours.
Oh yeah, and that's kind of the deal what the story mode is in general. Like, yes, there's a story mode and there's a time limit and you're under tight time constraints in order to do said missions. But if you want to just go about the mall and ignore the story mode, then you have the freedom to do that. Of course, if you go through the story mode anyway and unlock Infinity Mode, then you don't have to worry about, you know, having a 3-day time limit because it's Infinity Mode. You're there for as long as you survive. So that's one of the main reasons you mentioned the arcadey style thing about it. I just really like the replay value of the game that Infinity Mode brings, because you get to come back to this map over and over again. And after spending so much time and so many years playing this game, it's, jeez, man, I'm in the middle of a dramatic moment. Stop it. It just, after playing this game so many times, it starts to feel like home, you know? Like,
yeah,
it's, you know what I mean? Like whenever you play a certain type of game, you just get to know everything about it, like the little quirks of the map, all the damage the items do.
Yeah, like the game engine stuff, like, you know, all that stuff.
Yeah.
Like, that's one of the cool things to think about League of Legends is, like, so that game probably has close to 150 different playable characters in it. Well, you know, I play a wide variety of champs compared. I think the normal is for you to play like 3 champions and just mostly play those, where I like to play a little bit of everyone. But it's really cool. The people that just play one champion, it's cool how, like, any point in the game they can say, like, my combo will kill this person, and they'll just go in, they'll try and 100-0 them, and they'll almost always be right. And, like, you won't be able to say, oh, I have this much damage. You'll just be able to see you, see them, and you'll just be like, I can kill them right now at this moment. And you just go for it.
Yeah.
And that's one of the things that you say, like, it's like home, you know it, in and out.
And this, and you know, things like that are really important to nail down in games these days. Because everything keeps getting advertised as a service, like online this, online that, you know, pre-order DLC, microtransactions and all that. And people just forget, like, all those little things that made games interesting. Like with this game, for me, it's the physics engine, as crazy as it is, the wacky weapons like the laser sword and the battle axes and all that. And even, like, the noises the zombies make. Like, those little things become endearing over time. And those little things, I think, get lost because video games these days just seem to be so, like, I don't know what the term is. They just all seem to be striving for the same thing and chasing after the same audience. Like, you got your you got your battle royales like Fortnite, everyone trying to ape that. You got your first-person shooters like Call of Duty. Everyone's trying to ape that. People just forget to try and make small, mid-tier games with mid-tier budgets for the mid-tier audience. Just, like, make quality games and have fun with them. And for me, this game represents that. It's from a bygone era, really. I don't think they make games like this like they used to. And this game's only, I say only, 12 years old. You know, 13 years pretty much in September. It wasn't really that far away ago, but...
A generation.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't one generation. And think about Obviously, there's good games that have come out in recent years as well, but, you know, go on Wikipedia and look how many games are considered greatest of all time from 2007, 2008, and look how many are considered greatest of all time in the past year or so. Like, there's
past 5.
not many of them. Like, back then we had games like BioShock, Portal, Half-Life 2 specifically. You got Mass Effect, that's one of my favorite series of all time. I'm hard-pressed to think of any games that represent quality this generation other than maybe The Witcher 3 and Bloodborne. Those are the ones that come to my mind.
Yeah.
So, I love this game. I love everything that stands for. I love the gameplay. I love the story, and I love just how much it takes itself seriously in the storyline, and then in the gameplay itself, you can do something like this. You can kick a zombie 1,000,000 miles away, and then you can stuff a hand in their face like that, and then watch them moving around aimlessly, and then you can do this to their bodies. Boom! You don't get stuff like that in games these days. His whole entire intestines. But anyways, that's going to be pretty much the end of that whole spiel. Didn't mean to get all wordy at the end of it, but it really goes to show how much fun Infinity Mode is. I will die. You know, I've had a good life. I'm just going to celebrate first by eating the steak that I had so much effort going into. I had a steak, and I'm going to down that with a bottle of wine.
Just gorge yourself.
Yep. That was a good way to celebrate. So, we're going to continue this video in a bit, and in the very end, you will see our progress that we have put into this Infinity Mode playthrough, as well as what we have unlocked after the fact, and we will have a little bit of a spiel at the end of it. So, look forward to that. Alright guys, we are back, and we are now dead.
I was going to say, that's not going to take any time.
Yep. He's done.
Way to suck, Frank. Just sitting in the middle of a hell pit.
Couldn't even die properly. But yeah, there's your proof. Brett, can you confirm that's real?
Yeah, I see it in front of my face.
Yep, on that big, however many inches it is,
rectangular
Roku
box.
television. 7 days, 4 hours, and 11 minutes. Mega Man tights have been added to the security room. Same with pro wrestling boots, laser sword, and Arthur's boxers. Arthur, if you did not know, is a character from Ghosts and Goblins. And if he loses his suit of armor, he's just wearing his boxers. And then if he gets killed, if he gets attacked while wearing his boxers, then he dies. It's not a good way to live your life, being slayed by ghosts and goblins while in your undies. But anyways, that is the end of Infinity Mode, guys. Really hope you enjoyed that series. I'm just going to go past the screen here because it tends to play a cutscene whenever I'm not doing anything. But yeah, as I said, that's the end of the Infinity Mode playthrough.
Check out the controller settings.
You're very curious, are you?
Yeah, I like settings.
Is there a particular reason why you enjoy settings, Brett? Are you a regular connoisseur of controller settings?
Mostly just settings, any variety.
Just settings in general.
I don't have favorite settings.
But you like settings.
Yes.
It's good to take a look at settings now.
Always.
Just to make sure things are on the up and up. Well, Brett...
I guess you guys can't see my hand signals.
Well...
It was the... Make it so it's just so hand signal.
Oh, isn't that the OK hand symbol, though?
There you go.
Okay. Actually, I thought that symbol stood for... I don't know what it stood for. It, stood for something completely different than what it actually meant in my head. Like I remember doing this to someone in the middle of a conversation, and I said, in my own words, I said, "That's ace." I have no idea why I said "that's ace." I just remember seeing that symbol comes up in emojis.
That kind of just means, perfect, or, you're good, or, you're done,
Well, we can confirm this run, not perfect necessarily, but it's done. And it was good.
It's aced.
It's aced. Oh, that's such a perfect way to describe this playthrough. It's been aced. We got the 7 days. We got the 5 days. We got I already had 3 days unlocked. I don't know why I'm in descending order. I should have gone in ascending order. That would have been the more appropriate way. You got your 5 days, you got your 7 days, you got your indoorsman, you got your outdoorsman, you got your ass kicked by convicts, you got your ass kicked even more by Truck Carlito and his crazy cocaine-fueled rage.
Carlito gave you a good run.
Oh dear, and he gave me a good run again in this video. But, with that said, that concludes this series. I really hope you enjoyed it. It was a blast for me to play through it again. Did you enjoy watching it, Brett? Oh,
I had a blast hanging out.
Yeah. So, in the next video series that we do together, we're going to be doing Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. Battle
Trying
versions.
to keep up.
Because you gotta go fast. But yes, that's going to be the end. Very end, okay? We had a lot of fun doing this. Hope you had a lot of fun watching this series. And stay tuned for the next series.